These people literally came here, threw my stuff outside, not having the right, nor did they care. What they did to me, they did to my community too. They didn't just do to me. That's why everything that I'm gonna do is about the power of taking the trouble away from them. Because
with Hamilton and Childs Real Estate Planning Law Firm. With more than 25 years of experience in real estate, foreclosure prevention, probate law, and estate planning, such as wills, trusts, and transfer deeds, we decided that in 2023, we will take action to help families build legacies greater than the next 3 generations. We understand that one day we will become the ancestor. So we are taking the necessary actions to help families. Here, we share legal tools to share your heirlooms and regain ownership of our land. We will discuss wins, losses, learn how to hold on to our land, buy more land, pay taxes, and promote life insurance. Someone is saying, I wish I would have known that sooner. But if you can hear my voice, the time is now. If you are ready to ensure your legacy, your child's legacy, and future generations, like, share, follow, comment, and don't be afraid to schedule a consultation with your favorite real estate and estate planning attorneys. All links are in our bio. Hey, who you gonna trust?
Good evening. I'm Eraka Childs with the Hamilton Childs Law Firm right here in Houston, Texas. Today we are meeting with Mr. Kelvin, the urban farmer, Williams, and with my co-counsel, Attorney Charles Hebert. Today we will be discussing the property that we're on right now. Now this property has been a subject of great controversy, as there have been people who have tried to basically rob this family of its property.
the market value, let me tell you, the Houston Housing Authority jumped on it so quick. They pay $800,000 for it, but $625 just for that. Now all this together make it $1.8 million. It's worth more than that to me. You know what I'm saying? But they only paid $625 or what's called it, and they wanted me to accept paying off an illegal loan and paying off her student loan, $625,000, and because I'm the only one that don't want to play, they X me out, and I'm the only one that's black.
Again, I'm Charles Hebert. I represent Kelvin Williams in a lawsuit against Houston Housing Authority. Kelvin and his partner, we'll say Mr. B, purchased this, actually in 2 transactions, 1999 and 2002. They purchased this acre and a half. They purchased one half and the other half, and they owned it outright. Flash forward maybe 12 to 15 years, and Mr. Williams and his partner, Mr. B, went their separate ways. Now, at that point, Mr. B and his wife took their half of the property, leveraged it, borrowed money against it, and
Without my permission.
without Kelvin's permission. Long story short, Mrs. B ultimately filed the bankruptcy. Now, when you file a bankruptcy, all of your property becomes part of an estate that the bankruptcy court appoints a trustee to manage. What happened was the half of the land that Mr. and Mrs. B owned, that was part of the estate, the bankruptcy judge decided to liquidate the entire property to satisfy Mr. and Mrs. B's debts. Nonetheless, the bankruptcy court gave the trustee the right to sell Mr. Williams' half of the property. When it came time to sell, as everyone knows, the owners of the property have to sign the deed. Well, obviously, Mr. Williams said, I do not want to sell my property. I will not sign the deed. At that point, after hearing, the judge held Mr. Williams in contempt of court for not signing his name on the deed. The judge told him, if you do not sign the deed, I will fine you $25,000 a day, assessed against whatever your share of the proceeds from the sale is, and I will lock you up. Despite all of that pressure, Mr. Williams never signed. Eventually, the judge told the bank, signed an order telling the Chapter 7 trustee that you can sign the deed on behalf of Mr. Williams. At that point, Houston Housing Authority ostensibly took possession of this entire acre and a half, despite the fact that Mr. Williams still owned half.
What they said was that they had a contract with me to lease it after they bought it for a year, and so they went into JP court to evict me, and they were successful as evicting me out of the one. And they came in and said that no, we should have got first right, and they overtook the judge, and the judge was mad, and so they sped up the process to move me out of the way. I cannot be part of somebody's personal bankruptcy about some property that I own with them. It's separate. And these two properties were separate, and when I went before the judge wanted me to prove how I own the property. Well, they had the documents, but the documents looked confusing to them because of the illegal loan that my business partner had got with his wife from way back then when they were doing the illegal loans, and all the mortgages was false. So not only that, but that's the whole point, is the legal descriptions aren't even the same from title to title. The legal description changed, and it can be seen and shown. And they going out for address and not a legal description. An address is not a legal description.
Right. So, and I'm looking at your property, just driving up, I see that you grow kale for the community. You have spinach for the community. There's collard greens. There's things that people really can come and pick and have fresh produce.
Right.
And I'm assuming that once upon a time that the community probably was that community where you had fruits and vegetables and people could have nutritious food.
That was all our community.
And that was the community.
Right.
And now, because of the way things are platted,
right,
things are for sale, it sounds like
gentrification. I mean, now that I know better and I do better, they still are attacking. What they're attacking is for growth to happen, and that's the reason why I grow food. When I grow food, I grow my community. I grow this stuff for them to eat. I was doing that. They knew I had the power of the community. These people literally came here, threw my stuff outside, not having the right, nor did they care. What they did to me, they did to my community too. They didn't just do to me. That's why everything that I'm going to do is about the power of taking control. What I can do for myself and my community with $1.8 million is never have to ask the government for another thing.
Mm-hmm. This is what you have done with your property and the fight that you and your family have put on against the city, county, everyone that has come against you is really phenomenal. It is really amazing. And it is an inspiration to everybody. Because what you've been doing for this community and sharing your property with others and really looking out not just for yourself, but for Independence Heights, period, it's commendable. And it's something that each of us should be doing wherever we live, whether it's Independence Heights, whether it's Cypress, whether it's Pearland, wherever we are, we should make sure that we take care of one another and not allow government entities just to come in and try to bulldoze us off of our property.
Politics, all this stuff that I'm doing now is showing our community if we stand together, right, we can break this stuff up and stop it. But we stand by and we watch each other. This happen. They watch this happen to me. People still come by and they say, "But you still here?" I said, "But yeah, nobody helped me." Yeah. Right now, my lawyer is the only one that's helping me. I would be dead on my butt now if he didn't have enough courage to put the paperwork in and stand and tell these people my point of view.
Mr. Kelvin, the urban farmer Williams, I want to thank you for all the hard work that you're doing for our community, making sure that our neighbors have nutritious food, making sure that we are fighting in Independence Heights to make sure that we keep the property that we've had for generations, right? So thank you so much for your fight and not giving up, because most people would have just thrown up their hands and become frustrated. But I'm so proud of you for sticking to your principles. Thank you so much.
Here, join me every Thursday as I interview some of the most knowledgeable experts in the industry as we discuss estate planning. I cannot wait to bring all of this information to you. I want you locked and loaded. Go tell your friends and your friends' friends. Talk to you soon.
Thank you again for joining What's the Law Live with Hamilton and Childs Law, the real estate planning law firm. Remember to subscribe, like, follow, comment, and share our content so that we may help more families build inheritance. Also, if you need personal assistance with your real estate or estate planning probate matter, please visit our website at www.law-hc.com and schedule a consultation with your favorite real estate or estate planning attorneys. As always, who you gonna trust?